First things first, give them credit, give their coaches, give their players credit. They outplayed us, outcoached us. With that, I will take any questions.
Kevin, could Baker played if the score had been in?
Yeah, he could have gone back in. It was my choice not to put him back in.
Hey, Coach, do you have any thoughts on Mac Jones today?
Yeah, I think they're, Mac Jones in particular, but their offense played really well. We could not get them off on third down.
Kevin, he had the good first drive, and then after that, nothing, basically. What happened?
Yeah, I think made some plays on the first drive. I know made a play on fourth down there, but really just couldn't convert on third down. It was didn't do a good enough job game planning, and then ultimately didn't do a good enough job executing. But again, outcoached and outplayed.
Kevin, it seemed like it was a struggle too to get the ball into the hands of some of your receivers. Why was that so difficult?
Yeah, I think they did a good job. They covered us. It's a good defense. It's a good pass defense. Ultimately, they just did a good job.
Was there anything surprising specifically from their offense, or was it just more execution?
I wouldn't say surprising. No, they just they did a good job. They ran the ball well. They again converted on third downs. We just could not get off the field.
Kevin, last year's team, especially down the stretch, was so consistent. Maybe you didn't win every game, but you could kind of count on the performance being there. How do you explain this year's team just being so up and down, even from week to week? I mean, last week you guys played so well, played so poorly today. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, I think inconsistency is certainly frustrating, and that's where we have to do a good job as coaches of identifying some things that we can correct, and then we got to have accountability with the players and correct those things. Yeah, anytime you're inconsistent like we are right now, it's really frustrating.
This was the fewest amount of receiving yards that wide receivers had for the Browns since 2016. Why was it so difficult today to get those guys involved in the game?
Yeah, well, I think we were in a lot of 13 probably with one receiver on the field would probably be one answer, but ultimately we just didn't do a good enough job really on third down, just getting guys open, and that's where coaches, we have to do our part in helping that.
Kevin, you talk about so much of the uncertainty maybe right now with what you guys are trying to do. I guess, do you feel like this team has an identity right now, and if so, what is it?
Yeah, I think it's hard when you get beat today to hang your hat on anything, and that's where again I would tell you give credit to that team. They beat us in every phase. They outcoached us in every phase.
Kevin, Baker always wants to play, so did he want to go back in there even though the game was out of reach?
Yeah, I mean Baker's a competitor, but I just didn't feel like it was the right thing to do to put him back out there.
Just because he was getting hit and you're looking at the big picture?
Yes.
Will this be something that is saying he would be able to go back in the game, an indication that you think he'll be good to go
Yes.
next week?
Yeah, I mean pending how it shakes out, but yes.
Kevin, the defense have been playing well the last several games, really. And they basically scored at will. Is it a confusing thing, or what? Takes a little of it anyway.
Yeah, I think I'd just say we didn't do a good enough job as coaches. We didn't do a good enough job as players. Both, I'd tell you, from the run game to the first and second down pass game, the third down, red zone, you name it, not up to par in any way.
I think they were 6 of 6 on their first 6 third downs. Yeah, obviously, you know it. Well, what's that like on the sideline when you're getting them into these third downs? I know there's even a 3rd and 13. You just can't get them all.
Yeah, I mean, during that same stretch, I think offensively was also 0 for on third down. So it's just bad on both sides of the ball. It's bad on offense, bad on defense, and really we have to, as coaches, look at it hard and find a way to give our guys a chance to go execute, and then the guys have to execute. But it was bad football.
Kevin, did Troy Hill's injury, did his head hit the ground? Is that what caused the neck injury?
I don't know, Tony. I'm not sure.
Kevin, can you put your finger on why you guys were, I know you put a script together.
Yeah.
Why was it bad football after you guys started so well?
On offense, you're saying, or just in general?
I guess on offense.
Yeah, again, I would give credit to them. Some of those plays that hit early, we didn't hit later in the game. You know, we came back to them and they did a nice job. So I think it's simple that we got outplayed and got outcoached.
I know you emphasize taking care of it, and Baker had been. What do you see on the interception, and do you think that just kind of was a momentum swing you guys could have recovered from?
Yeah, we definitely didn't play well enough after that. You know, obviously got fooled by their coverage, but we can't give the ball away. I mean, Baker's done a really nice job prior to this one, so we got to learn from it.
You said a couple weeks ago when you were 500 that you're just an average team.
Mhm.
Are you surprised that 10 games in, you're still at 500?
Yeah, you know, I obviously we have high expectations as players and coaches, but all we can really deal with is this one and know that we got outplayed, got outcoached. We're 500 right now, and we got a big one at home versus Detroit, and that's really got to be the focus of how we operate this week. So we got to be honest with each other, got to be accountable to each other this week, particularly tomorrow after we look at it and talk about it, and then we have to move on and find a way to get a win against Detroit.
Getting out-coached is one thing, but were you satisfied with the effort on defense? It didn't look like it was there at all.
Yeah, it's hard, Tony, without seeing it, but I would tell you anytime a team's having a lot of success versus you, it's easy to think that the effort's not there. But I wouldn't say that without watching the tape. We were just getting they were out scheming us, and then we just ultimately didn't make enough plays.